Welcome back to your daily stretch with Devi Daily Yoga, and welcome to this yin yoga practice focused on fascia release. This is a set of calming deep stretches focused on the hips, the legs, and the spine. We'll have extra time to really settle into each position so that the nervous system can calm down and so that we can come into a state of deep relaxation while we take care of the body. So let's go ahead and begin in child's pose. Climbing onto hands and knees. Taking your knees to hips width or wider if you prefer, and send your hips back toward your heels, starting to feel the low back stretching. And bring your forehead to the floor or onto a block or a prop, whatever's comfortable for your body. Now take a deep breath into your whole back body and the back of your hips. And exhale and pouring out whatever you don't need right now through the palms of your hands as they connect with the floor, your forehead, your knees, your feet. And take another breath into your whole back body. And again, exhale, really feeling all these points of contact with your body against the earth. And one more full breath. And exhale, softening a little bit more, just resting in child's pose now, letting the breath be natural and easy. And slowly come up to hands and knees. Placing your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Finding hip circles here with your hips and shoulders, swaying over to the right and then back towards your heels. And over to the left and forward. Keep circling around in this direction. Feeling a lateral movement of the spine, starting to stretch through your hips and sacrum. And the next time you come forward, change the direction of the circles. One more time around. And as you come back to center, sit back so that your legs can come in front of you. And we'll come into butterfly. Place the soles of your feet together. Open your knees out wide. Sit up tall to begin. You can hold on to your ankles or your feet and inhale. And with your exhale, come forward over your legs, holding on to the toes, or maybe just letting the hands rest on the floor. The target area of this stretch is the inner thighs. You might also feel a stretch in your lower back. And we'll rest here, taking time to let the fascia unfurl and soften and relax with every breath. Slowly come up from butterfly. And now taking your right leg extended on the ground and take your left foot into your inner upper thigh. You're going to turn toward this extended leg and come forward over it, letting the hands come down to the ankle or the foot or whatever's comfortable. The target area now is the back of your thigh, your extended leg, the hamstrings and the fascia that weaves through the hamstrings and over the back of the hip and into the low back. Settling in, use a cushion under your seat if you need to find more ease here, or if you aren't quite targeting that area, use any props you need to in this practice to achieve these target area stretches. In Yin Yoga, we are much less interested in the shapes of the poses and in making the body look a certain way, and much more interested in the felt sense or the intuitive sense of what we're doing in the body. What part of the body is lengthening, stretching, and releasing tension. And ultimately, we're working on increased flexibility, decreased pain and discomfort, and more ease of movement in our body. Slowly come up, walking the hands up the leg and turn into a twist, taking the hand across to the opposite knee and the other hand behind you. Look back over your shoulder. Feel the spine twisting from the sacrum all the way up through the ribs and up to the neck. Inhale. And exhale, release the twist. And switch to the second side of half butterfly. Extending the leg and turning toward the extended leg. And coming over it with the hands on the shin or the foot. Make yourself comfortable so you feel this stretch in the back of your thigh, of your extended leg. Breathing into the hamstrings and the back of the hip. And to release, just gently back it up, walking the hands up the leg. And bring your spine up tall as you come into that seated twist, looking away from the leg and back over your shoulder. And breathe. And unwind, facing forward, and make your way onto your belly for Sphinx. Resting on your elbows with your palms on the floor. And give your hips a wiggle to lengthen the front of your hips against the floor. Feel the front of your thighs weighted against the floor. And gently press down into your elbows and forearms to lift your chest, lift your head, and draw your shoulders back. And give your toes a little wiggle to remind the toes and feet and legs to relax. If it feels intense, if your low back feels pinchy, you can widen your elbows out to make it less intense, or even place them farther forward. And if you want more intensity, take it into seal pose with the arms straightening. So it's up to you as you feel into the target area, which is the lower back and the sacrum. If you want more intensity from your straight arms, you can just walk the hands closer in to whatever angle feels right for your body. Settling into your pose and breathing in and out. And inhale. And exhale. Slowly come all the way down onto your belly and rest your forehead on stacked hands. Crocodile pose. And just breathe and rest here, feeling the rebound of the pose. Noticing any particular sensations throughout the target area, throughout your low back. Bend your knees and give your legs a little windshield wiper movement, upside down windshield wiper movement. And now we'll let the legs come back down to the floor. And set up for sleeping swan. You're going to lift up to come to hands and knees, just enough to slide your right knee forward and angle the foot over toward the left hip. Settle the hips back. Target area is this outer right hip. As you come down onto your elbows, you might feel you want to deepen it by taking your right foot farther away from your hip, farther forward. Or alternatively, you can keep the foot back, and if you find that your knee is not loving this pose or that you just don't find this pose effective, then come onto your back and do figure 4 pose instead, which targets the same area if you have your right ankle over your left knee. Settling into your version of this outer hip glute stretching pose. Let your body relax and let your breath be steady and smooth. And slowly come up and slowly make your way to downward dog. We'll take a few breaths in dog before we move over to the second side. And it might feel good to move your legs to walk it out. Noticing the difference between the right and the left leg after doing one side of sleeping swan. Let's do it on the second side now. Go ahead and drop your knees and then slide your left knee forward. Turn the shin and settle your hip back, adjusting the foot to a comfortable angle and making your way down onto elbows or farther down. A block under your head is always an option here, and a cushion under your left hip is also an option. Maybe taking that figure 4 on the second side. Breathing into whichever version of this stretch you're taking today. Inviting your whole body to relax a little bit more. And slowly come up. Slowly step back for another rebound in downward dog. Moving the energy through the hips and legs with this little bit of an active pose, a little bit of yang within our yin yoga. And now we are going to drop the knees. And now your choice of saddle or a one-legged quad stretch. If you're going to do the quad stretch, which is a little easier, you're going to hold on with one hand to one foot to stretch into one quad at a time. And I'll tell you when to switch. If you're coming into full saddle, then you're going to sit between your feet or sit on a block or a cushion, and you can be right here, or you can come back onto your elbows or all the way down onto your back. And your hands could rest on your belly. They could rest over your head, whatever's comfortable, as you stretch into the front of your hips and the front of your thighs. And let your breath help you to arrive here. And if you're doing the one-legged quad stretch on the belly, you can switch sides now. If you're doing saddle, we'll just stay right here. And slowly release whichever pose you're in and make your way onto your back. Carefully getting yourself out of saddle if that's where you were. And gently coming onto your back and hugging your knees in toward your chest. Feel that nice counter stretch to the quad stretch, and breathing into what you feel. I'm going to come into spinal twist now, starting with the left knee crossed over the right, and then taking both knees over to the right side. Reach back through your left arm, bring your left shoulder back toward the floor, and turn your head toward your left hand. Your right hand can come onto these knees if it feels good to have a little extra weight. And again, not to worry too much about the exact placement of your arms and legs, because that's much less important than the target area, which is the spine. So arrange your body so you can feel this twist in the very core of your body, throughout your spine, lower back, middle back, and upper back. And slowly release, bringing it back to the center. Unwind the legs and then wind them up the other way, right over the left. Both knees coming over toward your left. And you'll reach out through this right arm, anchor the legs down with your left hand. And again, make any adjustments you need so that you feel the stretch in the target area, in the spine. Breathing in and out as you feel into this sensation and as your body softens into it. Slowly bring the legs back up to the center and slowly make your way into happy baby pose, centering your hips and shoulders and then drawing the knees in, holding the bottoms of the feet and turning the feet up to the sky and gently drawing down so the knees are coming toward the ground on either side of your torso. Breathe into your low back, your inner legs, the back of your thighs and the back of your hips. And now bringing the soles of your feet together and bringing the feet all the way to the floor with the knees wide for our reclined butterfly. Taking a rebound with the body coming into stillness. One hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. And feel your breath moving in and out of your belly, your chest, your lungs. Attending to the body with the energy of your hands to help calm your nervous system, slow down your mind, and be present in your body, grounded on the earth, supported by the earth. Inhale. And exhale, draw your knees together and gently, slowly roll over to one side. Make your way up into a cross-legged seat and sit with your spine upright, resting your hands on your legs, closing your eyes. Taking a moment to feel the effects of this practice in your body. Noticing how your hips and your legs and your spine are feeling. And we'll close it out with some vagal toning by chanting the sound Om 3 times. Begin with an inhale. Om. 2 more. Gently opening your eyes, and that is our fascia release practice today. I hope you enjoyed this practice and I hope your body feels amazing. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon on the mat. Namaste.